Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here, and oh my goodness, the mad men and women at Blizzard Entertainment, they did it. They actually did it. I made a video about locations around 1 week ago, where one of the things I said that I hope there won't be a grab style card for this one too. And what do you know, the card that was revealed. Demolition Renovator, 4 mana 4/4, Battlecry, destroy an enemy location. How about that? How about that indeed? So, yeah, overall, these grab style, they're called grab style cards because of the original one. Hungry Crab, 1 mana 1/2 beast, Battlecry, destroy a Murloc and gain +2/+2. So anything in Hearthstone that just destroys something of a specific type, very hate card for very specific things. Those are usually called grab style cards. And yeah, Battlecry, destroy an enemy location. I really hate these types of cards because they are dead cards so much of the time when they're in your deck. So it's really only useful to include them when the threat is very severe. You have to be facing like 40%, 50% decks where that's going to be useful. And okay, then you're in a position where you want to add such a very specific tech card into your deck. So they're the last resort. And as a last resort card, Demolition Renovator it's probably the worst of these. I mean, it's 4 mana card, so it's pretty expensive. Then compared to like Rusted Viper, the premium anti-weapon tech card at the moment, Rusted Viper is tradable, so that already makes such a huge difference. Because when it's tradable, then the cost of including a tech card into your deck is lower. And then you can just draw your cards. Okay, I got this one that I don't really like. 1 mana, and you can get rid of it and draw another card to replace that. And still, for example, in the current meta, Rusted Viper is not worth running, even with that tradable tag. Sure, there's some weapons around, but there just aren't enough of them. And then the original Hungry Crab, actually Hungry Crab, despite giving its name to kind of like a bad thing in Hearthstone card design, Hungry Crab is the most interesting one of these. Because Battlecry, destroy a Murloc and gain +2/+2, so you can destroy an enemy Murloc, obviously. You can also destroy your own Murloc. So sometimes there might be a situation where you actually want to destroy your own Murloc and get a bigger Hungry Crab, and you can do that one too. And also, one interesting thing about destroying a Murloc is that there are more ways to destroy Murlocs. Like, you don't have to destroy all Murlocs with Hungry Crabs. Like, you have to destroy all weapons with Vipers or Uzis, and like you have to destroy locations with Demolition Renovators. You can actually also destroy Murloc by just dealing damage to it. You know, damage. The kind of a thing that Hearthstone is all about. And that really made me think like, okay, Demolition Renovator, did this really have to be like this? Why couldn't the locations be interacted with? For example, what if our locations looked like this? Instead of Cathedral of Atonement and 3 durability, what if it was Cathedral of Atonement, 3 durability, 12 health? How about that? So, just because locations are not minions does not mean that locations could not have health. It is possible that you could put health to a location. Like Cathedral of Atonement, I shoot enough pyroblasts into that cathedral and boy, it is going down. It's going to collapse, I assure you that. It won't withstand infinite amount of pyroblasts. So why shouldn't locations have health? If locations had health, there would be more ways to interact with locations, beyond having to introduce that sort of crab style card, which I think is pretty bad for the game. I also thought about the layout design for this one. I thought about durability over here, where usually there's the attack. But then I figured, okay, well, if it's there where the attack is, then maybe that's a little confusing. So then I came up with this kind of layout design for this. But anyway, the health numbers for locations, they could be pretty healthy. Then the opponent would actually have to make a choice. Hey, I have this much damage, and I could use this damage to go face, but I could also use this damage to destroy the location. Which one is going to be more valuable? Maybe if I'm playing against some kind of a combo deck, destroying a high health location is more valuable than going face. Whereas if the location is of lower value, like maybe, say, Cathedral of Atonement, then it's better to just ignore that I could hit into that with my minions, and just hit face instead. So overall, I'm not happy that Demolition Renovator exists. I'm not happy that such a tech card is so expensive mana-wise. I'm not happy that such a tech card is not tradable, so the cost of putting this into your deck, it just keeps rising up with everything that it lacks. And I'm just unhappy that locations cannot be interacted with in other ways, whereas there would have been excellent opportunities here to design locations to also have health so that you could still print the Demolition Renovator, but then it would only really become relevant if there's some really crazy combos with locations. And otherwise, you could just handle the locations with a softer method by actually dealing damage to them and thereby destroying them and maintaining at least some level of interactivity in this game. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Twitch channel.